Hi everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids, and this is my review of the Joby Gorillapod Focus and also their Ballhead X. Now this is one of Joby's higher end offerings. It uses the same ball joints on the legs that bend and rotate for easy positioning, yet it's really designed for using with digital SLR cameras or video cameras up to 5 kilograms or 11 pounds in weight. So let's get this out of the box and we'll show you what it looks like. So inside the box you get the tripod itself. Now these are these ball joints that I was on about. Let's give you a close-up of those. They're really sturdy ball joints and they allow you to bend this tripod into some of the weirdest shapes for either using as a standard type tripod, or perhaps you want to bend them round a branch on a tree, you know, to get some sort of weird angled position, or perhaps there's nowhere to stand a tripod, then you can certainly get the right angle that you need. Now you do get this instruction card with it as well, and you can see that the instruction card tells you about the tripod mount on the top. Now you can use this just as it comes out of the box. You don't need to use an additional tripod head, and on the top here you get a standard 1/4 inch tripod screw on there. You also get this adapter which takes it up to 3/8 of an inch, so you can either use it with or without this adapter on top. So let me get my digital camera, let me just pop that down for a second, and I'm going to use this with my Sony Alpha A55. You would have seen a review on my channel about this camera. And to mount it without a head, you're just going to pop the tripod mount into the camera, rotate it round until it's in place, like so, and that is now on the tripod. Let me just extend these legs out and you will see that this really does work with a larger digital SLR. Let me give you a better angle on that so you can see how that's mounted. Now very, very nice and sturdy, extremely good platform for your digital camera. Now you can take things one step further. Now this tripod alone will cost you about £90 or $100, and I think that's good, very good stability and very good value. I mentioned about using it just by itself. Now you don't have to use any sort of tripod head, but you can use it with either your own tripod head or you can get Joby's own one, and this is called the Ballhead X. Now this is going to cost you about an extra £50 or $60, but it makes positioning your camera on the tripod, rotating it and attaching it, a whole lot easier. So let me show you the Ballhead X. This is it. It's made out of a really high quality anodized aluminium, excellent construction, and it's also got this sort of semi quick release plate on it. So if I take this off, you have to turn this. I call it semi quick release because if it was quick release you'd just be pushing a button to remove it. But once that's off, you can mount this on the bottom of your camera. So let me do that now. Let me remove this. Actually, I could turn my table to do this, couldn't I? Look, there we go. A lot easier than doing it the other way. So that's the camera removed, and then I can put this quick release plate onto the bottom of the camera. It's got a little pull out bit on it for making it easier to do. This has got a standard 1/4 inch tripod screw on it, so I can attach this to the bottom of my camera. There we go, like so. Pop that back down into the base of the quick release mount, and then I can pop this ball head back on like so and do the screw up. Not sure if it's just picking this up nicely for you. So let's do that up, so that's nice and sturdy, that's in place. And then I have to just put this back onto the Gorillapod Focus. So again, we locate it in that screw, and then we start rotating to screw it on, like so. Almost there. There we go, that's locked into place. So now we have got a very configurable tripod. If I just give you another angle on that again and move up to the Ballhead X I've just put onto the Gorillapod Focus, you can see that we've got a very sort of fluid motion. We've got these two adjusting screws first of all. This large one, if I turn this round, we've got this large one here. Let's move my hand out of the way. Pop that out of the way. We've got this turny one here, and this adjusts the ball. So we've got this ball mechanism, so I can tighten this, make it very difficult to move, or loosen it off so that I can get all of these weird angles. I can even move this round so that I can put the camera down into this side angle for portrait shots. So that's really nice. And then when I've got it into the position I want, I can lock that down, and then I've got a really sturdy tripod mount for my Sony. Now it's not quite angled right, so I can loosen this off again, just pull the camera up a bit more and then tighten it down, and it gives a really firm hold. That's not going anywhere once that's mounted onto the tripod. So really, really easy to do. Let me pop that back up into the upright position. And then this other one here, this is tightened into its tightest position. If I loosen it off, it allows me to pan the camera around. Very fluid motion. That's its loosest position now. And you can see it's got some resistance to it still, but it makes panning the camera around very easy indeed. So this would be great for doing sort of panoramic shots. So really, really good ball head, and a great addition to add on to the Joby Gorillapod Focus. So this bottom section of the unit is the Joby Gorillapod Focus. Very, very sturdy tripod, and as I mentioned before, it's going to cost you about £90 in the UK, around about $100 in the US. And then this second section, the top here, this is the tripod head. This is the Joby Ballhead X, and that's going to cost you around about £50 in the UK, or around about $60 in the US. Now this combination I've been testing for about 2 or 3 weeks now. It works extremely well, very configurable, a nice sturdy platform for your digital SLR. Works just as well with a video camera as well. I've been testing it with my Panasonic SD700, and it's worked very well for that as well. I can highly recommend it. You can get other tripods, but certainly something like this is very configurable, because if you haven't got somewhere that you can actually stand your camera, you can at least use these ball joints to grip it onto something nice and firmly and still get your shot. Well, thanks very much for listening. This has been my review of the Joby Gorillapod Focus and the Ballhead X. Please do come back soon and check out more video reviews on the Geekanoids channel. This video review is sponsored by BMI Solutions, the largest reseller of document scanners within the UK, with a price promise guarantee.